Sound check, everybody, give me a second. Okay, everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and I don't know, my camera, it's not working, so, but still okay. Okay, everybody, so Forex Trading Week Part 6, everybody, this is our last session for 2021. Okay, so let's close the year with some news event, everybody. And remember, trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way the MST. This is Forex Trading Course 101. My name is FXPassion, everybody. So this is our last session in 2021. We are going to be back after January 15. Okay, what is the MST? The syndrome. M stands for the market, S stands for the strategy, and T stands for the trader. And next year we're going to change, everybody, you know, the course into the advanced training. Advanced trader training, or we're going to call it the advanced trader development, okay? Because somebody still don't understand where you are, what we're doing here, you know, why we're doing it, and so on and so on and so on, everybody. Now, talking about this Dukascopy, everybody, if this is you, if you are not receiving webinar notifications from the JForex platform, which is this beautiful pop in here, then please write an email to research@dukascopy.com and write that you are not receiving webinar notifications from the JForex platform. Okay, so we are ending the year, everybody, with the Fibonacci. Okay, when we get back in January 2022, we are going to start with crowns and news trading. Okay, so December time and January, it's time for you to rewatch the lessons, review the concepts, relearn the rules, everybody. Okay, and next year we're going to continue to the advanced module, and then we are going to do everything from the lesson number 1 again. Right? It's an ongoing course, never stops, because we are looking for traders, everybody. And what do champion traders always say? Champion traders always say, I am not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. Of course, this is a quote from Mark Douglas, everybody, and my 50 cents on the left: when the market scares the hell out of you, don't be afraid to do the right thing. When you lose the first time, when you lose the second time, when you lose the third time, when you lose the fourth time, everybody, you get scared, right? We get scared, me too, we're all the same. And then we are afraid to do the right thing. What is the right thing to do? Follow the rules, obey the rules, follow the concepts, and enter one more time. Passion, but I just lost. It doesn't matter. We are not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. The webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. For homeworks or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and you can follow me on TradingView. That being said, everybody, today is our last session, our last class in 2021. Now, what is going to happen tomorrow? Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Brazilian time, everybody. There you go, not Friday, right? Friday, December the 3rd. Not 10 a.m., but 8:30 a.m. Brazilian time, everybody. You are going to have the Canadian news, Canadian employment change, and you are going to have the US news, the US employment change. Okay? The two most powerful, especially the non-farm payroll, is one of the most powerful news events. It happens every first Friday of the month, right? And professional traders, you know, we prepare for these news events, this kind of events, so we can take advantage of the news instead of the news taking advantage of us. Make sense? Great. Now, because this is our last session today, I'm going to be as quick as possible, okay? So tomorrow, what I'm going to do, not on the daily, okay? Tomorrow I'm going to short the market on the 15-minute chart, okay? If the market breaks the sideways channel right now, okay? And I'm not going to buy because AUDCAD structure-wise is down. So because we have Canadian news, tomorrow my straddle is going to be short the AUDCAD, okay, on the 15-minute chart. AUDCHF I'm not going to touch tomorrow. AUDJPY is falling, so tomorrow I'm going to short it, okay? But again, I'm going to wait for some significant levels, okay? If this market would be sideways in consolidation as is AUDCAD, then I would put a horizontal line and I would wait for the breakout, okay? Anyway, tomorrow news announcement, because the Japanese yen, it's reactive to the USD. Tomorrow, if the market is going to offer me consolidation to enter, again, I'm going to short AUDJPY on the 15-minute chart, and I'm not going to buy it. Again, because the structure long term is down. AUDNZD, I'm not going to touch it. AUDUSD, USD denominated pair. AUDUSD, so the market is here kind of sideways stalling, now it's falling, right? So again, tomorrow on the 15-minute chart, if the market breaks this low, we need to see how it's going to be tomorrow. But if this would be tomorrow, not on the daily, no sir, don't mix apples with bananas, okay? I'm showing you the daily because I want you to understand and learn why I'm buying some currency pairs. Hello Lucas, how are you? Why I'm shorting some currency pairs and why I'm shorting and buying some currency pairs. And because this is our last session in 2021, everybody, you can ask me anything, right? Type in the chat any kind of questions you have. So AUDUSD shorting tomorrow. AUD Canada CADCHF. Remember, tomorrow it's CAD news too. Let's wait for Windows 7. So Canada CADCHF tomorrow. This is Canada CADCHF. It's, you know, tomorrow I'm going to buy. I'm going to put a buy stop order, everybody. And I'm going to, depending if the news is going to be good or bad, right? Passion, but the market is falling right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tomorrow, what I'm going to do tomorrow, everybody, I'm going to go on the 15-minute chart. There is only one pair that I'm not going to touch, and it's USD CAD. Come on, it doesn't want, still okay, right? We can understand. So if this would be tomorrow, I would put a buy stop order up in here on the 15-minute chart, and if the news is good for Canada, then I'm going to buy it long term. And one more time, I'm not going to short it. Okay? This is what we're talking about today. Today it's all about preparation, and tomorrow it's all about execution. This is the monthly chart, this is the weekly chart. Make sense, everybody? Today it's talking about the non-farm payroll news event and the others. The day prior or a few hours before, depending on where you live, you know, it's all about preparation. And then it's all about execution. Okay? So I'm going to use the news announcement, everybody, to buy the market. Because extension, retracement, extension, this is the market wave so far. On the weekly. And from the daily, I believe it's quite the same. Market wave from the, it's different a little bit, so extension, retracement, no, it's the same. Extension, retracement, extension, and so far this is the retracement. So the market, it's at the great levels, if you ask me. Canada CADCHF, yes, I'm going just buy. Next one, Canada JPY, same story. Tomorrow I'm going to buy it and I'm not going to sell it. See, 8:30 a.m. Brazilian time, check your zone, everybody. But 8:30 Brazilian time, I'm sorry, 10:30 Brazilian time. See, that changed. Now it's 11. So 10:30 Brazilian time, we are going to have check your zone. We are going to have the Canada employment change, and we are going to have the non-farm payroll employment change. So similarly to Canada CADCHF, I'm going to straddle just up Canada JPY, right? So we have just talking about the weekly, right? Downtrend. So could be extension, retracement, extension, downtrend, low, high, low. Well, okay, now extension. So this is the market wave so far. This is the market wave so far. And from the daily, the market wave extension, retracement, extension. Give me a second, everybody. Extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, extension, and retracement and extension. So again, you know, oh, but the market is falling. It's totally fine. It's okay. The market is falling. Tomorrow, 5 minutes prior to the news announcement. Hello Allah, how are you? This is our last session for 2021. Everybody, you can ask any questions you want. Type in the chat. So if this would be tomorrow on the 15-minute chart, I would put a buy stop order up in here and I would take the long right. I would not short the market on Canada CADCHF and Canada JPY. Lucas is saying, question sir, what if my confirmation time frame has an up original Fibonacci and my trading timer has a down original Fibonacci? Which Fibonacci should I trade? Great question, what do you think? And Alex saying, hello Lucas, how are you? Hello everyone. Great question, Lucas. What do you think? In the meantime, I'm going to move to the next one because I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat, everybody. Euro AUD, no trade, EURCAD. Yes, tomorrow it's news day, everybody. You have the non-farm payroll and you have the Canadian. There you go. See everybody what it's happening. EURCAD monthly chart, EURCAD weekly chart. The market came to a significant level, and at least short term, tomorrow what I'm going to do, this is the weekly chart. Tomorrow, if the market allows me to enter on a consolidation on the 15-minute chart, I'm going to take the right. I'm going to go long short term first on the news to this resistance here, and then the market, what is going to do the market then after the news announced? Or the market is going to fall back down and make a lower low, or the market is going to retrace a little bit and push back up and make a higher high. And if it makes a higher high from the weekly, if it breaks these relevant highs, then I'm going to look to buy the market long term. Make sense? Not to mention that the trend line is like this and the medium trend line, you know, it's like this. So the market is going to break the first trend line, down trend line, if it's going to break the relevant high. And then we are going to learn the crown. When we are back in January 2022, we are going to learn about the crowns. Something like this, yellow. So one more time on the 15-minute chart, everybody, tomorrow on the 15-minute chart, if the market is going to allow me to enter with the buy stop pending order, you know, if this is tomorrow, I will do something like this, and if the market takes me in, then I'm going to take the long right. I'm not going to go short on this currency pair, everybody. Okay, next. So AUDCAD, I'm going to short the news. AUDJPY, I'm going to short the news. AUDUSD, I'm going to short the news. Canada CADCHF, I'm going to go long on the news. Canadian. Canada JPY, I'm going to go long on the news. CADCHF JPY, I'm going to go short. I'm going to try to short the market on the USD news. See how far did the retracement come, everybody? This is CADCHF JPY monthly chart. See how deep is this down retracement? This is the whole currency range. This is the support, this is the resistance, and the market was falling, went sideways, and now it went back up. Passion, it can go still up? Yeah, sure. But Fibonacci wise and the monthly bands wise, tomorrow I'm going to short the market. So this Fibonacci is not valid anymore, this is not valid anymore, not valid anymore, sub B, sub B, sub D, sub A. This is the daily chart. We can move to the 4-hour chart, and we can move to the clone. We can move to the 15-minute chart. Chart. So if this is tomorrow, everybody, I'm going to put a sell stop order number 1 in here. and I'm going to put another sell stop order if the market is going to follow. If the market is going to fall, then I'm going to re-enter and going to short the market twice. Passion, why do you have two different levels? Because the market can take you in on the news event and can go back up. It's going to be a loser. Passion, why don't you buy? Because I'm going to news trade in the direction of the bigger trends and patterns. Why? But why? It's the same as Lucas, everybody. What if my confirmation time frame has an up original Fibonacci and my trading time frame has a down original Fibonacci? Which Fibonacci should I trade? Answer, according to your strategy. According to your strategy, everybody. And Lucas is saying, sir, I think I need the confirmation from both Fibonacci for a greater chance of success, for a better probability. The answer is yes. The same originality from both, yes. But otherwise, the higher time frame controls price action and market direction on the smaller time frames. So if you need to choose one, I would go with the original Fibonacci from the higher time frame. Okay, everybody, Passion, why don't you go long on the news announcement? Because of my strategy. I'm always trying to trade in the direction of the bigger patterns. EURCAD, we talked about EUROGBP, EUROJPY, not touching this one. Euro-dollar. Tomorrow it's the non-farm payroll event, everybody. Check your time zone. And let's see what is happening here. Euro-dollar, so we are down. I'm going to short, everybody. I'm going to short euro-dollar. Okay, tomorrow news announcement. If the news is going to be good for the USA, and extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement so far. This is the market structure on euro-dollar monthly chart. We learned this in the previous lessons. Remember, everybody, we are entering into a holiday season, so do your homeworks. You have time to rewatch, relearn, okay, redo the strategies if you need to, whatever might be the case. Okay, so tomorrow non-farm payroll again. I'm going to go on the 15-minute chart. So this is the daily, this is the 4-hour chart, and we're going to clone and we're going to push to the 15-minute chart. Beautiful, huh? So if this would be tomorrow, everybody, you know, this would be the sell stop order, and I would have 3 of them to re-enter. Okay, this is the plan of attack for tomorrow non-farm payroll. Okay, if the news event, 5 minutes to the news event, and we are going to learn, everybody. We have here the when we are going to be back in 2022. See here, news trading. We are going to learn news trading strategies. Not today, today is our last lesson in 2021, but you are going to learn, everybody, the news trading strategy too. So tomorrow I'm going to enter with this is the plan. If this would be tomorrow, everybody, I would put a sell stop order, sell stop order, risking 0.5% here. I would put a sell stop order risking 0.5% here, and I'm going to put tomorrow a sell stop order of 0.5% here. Okay, and the stop loss, the first stop loss goes above in here. If this would be the case of tomorrow, euro dollar 15-minute chart. Now, if the news would be bad enough for the market to break this level, and if it would take me in and start to fall like this, okay, just an example, then as soon I would have 2 mini swings on the 15-minute chart, then I would put my stop loss to break even. And I would cancel and replace my stop. Okay, everybody? I would not leave my stop loss above in here. I would put my stop loss down in here. I would cancel and replace my stop. What would happen if I would leave my stop loss up in here? The market could easily go down, take me in on another sell stop order, you know, and question if this is the graphic representation of a 0.5%, how much would I risk on the second order? Tricky question, everybody. If I have my stop loss up in here or up in here, doesn't really matter. Let's say that I have the stop loss up in here for all of them, right? All of the orders. So if the first sell, if the market takes me in on the first order, I'm risking 0.5%, right? Now if the market is going to move down and down, it's going to push down, making lower lows, lower highs, and I'm not going to cancel and replace my stop, and the market takes me in on the second 0.5% volume lots, how much am I risking? Am I risking 0.5% on 2 entries? Am I risking 1% on 2 entries? Or am I risking 1.5% on the 2 entries? No, there is no right or wrong, everybody. This is our last lesson for 2021, right? And I'm telling you what I'm going to do tomorrow. And the same, I'm waiting for your answer, everybody. So if the market takes me in on the second order and I'm not canceling and replacing, how much am I risking? Another question, sir, can I configure an entry in the extension of the daily to long-term swing and do another swing on 4-hour inside the extension of the daily? Lucas, you can do anything you want. Make sense? Those questions, everybody, have always, and all of them have the same answer. Answer number 1, you can do anything you want, and answer number 2 is howdy. The second answer is according to your strategy. Can I do this? Can I do that? You can do anything you want. Just make sure that it's according to your strategy. Come on, everybody, how much is going to be my risk if I don't cancel and replace? And let's say that the market is making, again, you know, it's going to retrace a little bit, but then it's going to push forward down. And let's say that the market is going to take me in on the third sell stop order. How much am I risking in total if I don't cancel and replace? If I don't cancel and replace, everybody, my positions. Passion, you are going to risk 0.5% on the first order. Yes, sir. What about if the market takes me in on the first and on the second? And my stop loss remains 3 orders, 3 positions, 3 stop loss levels. If I'm not going to cancel and replace everybody, does this make sense to you? Let's make another question. Would it be wiser to cancel and replace, or would it be wiser just to leave the stop loss where it is? This is a no-brainer, right? No-brainer question. Remember, professional traders, we manage risk first, where the beginner traders are after the money. And remember, money is the result, money is a consequence of a well-executed strategy in the financial markets. This is what you must learn in 2021, everybody. Money, it's not the reason to enter into a position. Until money is the reason, you are going nowhere. Why not, boss? Because if you are entering because of money, you are emotional. This is the why. Money, it must not be, and it should not be the reason to enter the market. Pips and money, talking about professional trading, is the result of a well-executed strategy, with the premise that the strategy has an edge. What is an edge? An edge is a statistically proven fact that your strategy over time is producing more winners than losers. Oh my God, one more time, one of those lessons, you know, too much information, my head hurts. I need to watch this lesson 2 or 3 times, right? It's true, everybody. Let's finish strong this year, right? You know? This is the news trade, yes sir. Let's finish strong the year, everybody. This is our last lesson for 2021. Trading concept, concepts. Money must not be and should not be the reason to enter into the market, to enter a position. Money and pips is a result of a well executed strategy, with the premise that your strategy has an edge. Everybody, you are going to learn more about the strategy and the edge in the... We are changing the name. It's not the Forex Course 202 anymore. It's going to be called next year the Advanced Trader Development. Because some of you are still not getting it, that we are not selling courses in here. We are looking for traders. And we are receiving emails and, oh, you don't have any review on Trustpilot. Of course I don't. I'm not selling a course. Everybody. So starting in 2022, we are going to explain to you again, why are we doing this? Why do you have a free course? Right? Why aren't we charging you anything? because we are looking for traders. We are not an educational company, everybody. Makes sense to does this make sense to you? And Lucas is saying 1.5 with what? With the first two positions, Lucas, or with the three positions? With the first two or with all of them? Remember, everybody, I have a 30 seconds delay on the chat. One answer is 1.5% risk. If I don't cancel and replace, it's going to be 1.5. But what it's going to, the first position is going to produce me 1.5% risk. Is the first and the second, the first one plus the second one is going to produce me 1.5% risk? Or are all of them going to produce to me 1.5% risk? In any case, everybody, isn't this too much to risk on a news announcement? Remember, financial institutions, they close the year with 8% profit, -4. The better one are going to end up 14% profit, 20, 37, 41, you know, the top one. Hedge funds, brokers, you know, proprietary trading desks. Or maybe -12, right? -8, -23, it happens year to year. So isn't this 1.5 too much to risk? First is 1.5. Lucas says all. Lucas, no. Ala, no. Makes sense, sir. It is a great project. So if I don't cancel and replace, everybody, let's talk about risk, right? Tomorrow it's non-farm payroll. If I'm not going to cancel and replace, everybody, okay? Remember, I have 3 positions and all of them have the same stop loss level, okay? Make sense? Okay. If the market takes me in the 3rd position and the market stops me out, how much am I going to lose? Each quadrant is a graphic representation of a 0.5% risk. Each quadrant, everybody, is a graphic representation of a 0.5% risk. Somebody's typing, oh my god, you got it, right? You got it. You got it. If you say, oh my gosh, now you got it. So, if I don't cancel and replace the news, so loss in percentage, trade number 3 equals to 1.5%, right? Trade number 2 equals to what? And trade number 1 equals to what? And in total, so loss in total in percentage equals to what? Everybody? Is this too difficult to understand? Not too difficult, right? Does anybody have any questions? So if the quadrant, it's a graphical representation of 0.5%, the market takes me in here. This is my sell stop order on the non-farm payroll. and my stop loss on this order, remember I told you that we have the stop loss for the first position, the second and the third is going to be up in here. So in the quadrant it's a representation of 0.5%. If the market takes me in here, so the market went down and up and down, news event, you know, and after the 7th hour it's not the news event anymore, so the market took me into the position, sell stop order, so I'm shorting the market, and then the market goes up and stops me out on the third position. My risk was how much? 0.5% plus 0.5% plus 0.5% equals to 1.5. Agreed, everybody? So if you understand this logic, how much, if I'm stopped out on all the positions, remember everybody, we are talking about the premise that we are not going to cancel and replace. So if I'm not going to cancel and replace my stops on the news event, when the market is going in my favor, I can lose 1.5% on the third trade. How much can I lose on the second trade? How much can I lose on the first trade? And how much is going to be the total loss? This is how some beginner traders lose accounts in a matter of hours. All right. I did this, everybody, too. I did this 20 years ago. I've seen this still today. I've seen beginner traders losing accounts. Not the $1 million accounts, right? But you know, I have $100, $200. I've seen $5,000 accounts turning into dust in a matter of hours. This is what it's called over trading. You risk too much per trade. Trade number 1, 0.5%. Trade number 2, 1%. Trade number 3, 1.5. Total 3. Exactly. What do you think, everybody? Is 3% too much for a day of trading, or is this acceptable? I know, we're here to learn. There is no right or wrong. What do you think? Would you risk 3% drawdown on a Friday, on a Friday morning? Oh my gosh, I lost 3%. And if you can Google, everybody, you have drawdown to recovery ratios. Some of you are still over trading, and we are all the same. Been there, done that. Some of you are still over trading today. After 2 years, after 3 years. See, everybody, analyzing a chart and having fun with the indicators and entering the market, this is part of the game. This is the easy stuff. But you are going nowhere if you don't get your head straight around risk reward. Yes, too much. Exactly. So it makes sense then, if the market takes me in on the first order and the market goes down, it makes sense for me to cancel and replace. Right? Question. Teacher Lucas, Teacher Ala, Teacher Douglas, question for you. If I cancel and replace and the market takes me in on the second entry and the market stops me out, how much did I lose? So we are not in the third trade yet. There is no third trade. Just a little bit of math, right? Not too much. If the market takes me in the first trade and I cancel and replace just graphically, and the market takes me in on the second trade and the market stops me out just graphically, the market stops me out on all of those two trades, how much did I lose? Just graphically. You can see it on the chart. Passion, what do you mean, how much did we lose? Well, the market took you in on the first order. You were cancel and replacing. Then the market put you in, the market dropped, took you in the second order and then reversed and stopped you out. How much did you lose? Douglas, 0.5%. You are there, Ala 1%, no sir. No sir. Douglas, it's more near, but 1%, no sir. Oh, he must be tricking us. I am tricking you, everybody. So trade number 1, the result is 0.25% profit, right? Agreed, everybody? Trade number 1 was a profitable trade. We entered here, the market went down, we cancelled and replaced, right? Isn't this red stop loss level right in the middle of the 0.5%? It's a yes or no question. Isn't this stop loss level in the middle of the 0.5%, everybody? Just graphically, you know, for us to understand. Yes. So we went here, we cancel and replace our stop, and the market reversed. So we ended up, trade number 1, we ended up with 0.25% in profit. Agreed? What happened with the second trade? We lost 1%. Agreed? 1% loss. Total loss, it's not 1%, no 0 point, so it's 0.5. Agreed, everybody? Does this make sense to you? Oh, I told it was IIS. How much did we lose, everybody? You know, some of you try to be a weasel right now, you know. No, my question was very clear, you know. Come on, I sound like Biden. Come on, you know. Come on, you traders. My question was quite clear. How much did we lose? Not on the second one. Come on, you know. Let's be honest here. Everybody, does this make sense to you? And somebody's asking an interesting question on the other streaming platform. Passion, why would you enter on the second position if you are risking that the market is going to stop you out? Great question. Here is the answer. We don't know how the market is going to react at different levels at the news event. Make sense? So we want to make pips and money. What if the market goes and does something like this? Why wouldn't you enter again and again and again? Managing your risk, cancel and replace your stop for securing the profits. And as always, everybody, you are going to learn more of this stuff in the Advanced Trader Development Program, not a course, but the Advanced Trader Development Program, okay, which is not a course, it's a training. We are not selling courses in here, you know. And the answer is, as always, no, it's according to your strategy. And it makes total sense, right? Because if the market is pushing down and it's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, then it makes sense then to cancel and replace the stop from the first order, and it makes sense to cancel and replace the stop from the second order, because then the market can take you in the third. And if the market stops you out on the third order, right, just graphically, the market stops you out on the third order, you know, how much are you going to win or lose in total? Let's finish strong there, everybody. Last question. If you would cancel and replace the first order, if you would cancel and replace the second order, so the stop loss would go in the middle of the 0.5% risk, and the market would take you in the third and stop you out, what would be the total result? Let's finish strong, everybody. So in this example, trade number 1, market took us in, just graphically, we made a 0.5% profit, and then the market stopped us out on the half of the half, so our profit is how much? Exactly 0.75. The first trade, because the market pushed down, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, we were cancelling and replacing our stop. The market stopped us out on the first position. We end up making 0.5%, just graphically, and half of a 0.5%, 0.5% plus 0.25 equals to 0.75% profit. Trade number 2 end up with what? Just graphically end up with exactly 0.25% profit, right? Exactly 0.25% profit. So total profit equals to %, exactly 1%. And trade number 3 would equal to, so it's a total loss, right? Total loss. So the 0.5%, trade number 3 would be 1.5% loss. Agreed? Everybody, make sense? Trade number 1, it's 0.5% plus half of the half is 0.75. Second, it's 0.5%, so those two, if the market would stop us out, would profit 1% of profit. But trade number 3, if we would not cancel and replace, you know, it would end up to, you know, 0.5% plus 0.5% plus 0.5%, like in here. Trade number 3 has a total loss of 1.5. So we would have, by this calculation, we would lose 0.5%, right? Agreed? Yes, okay. And lastly, before we finish strong for this year, everybody, what would happen if we would cancel and replace, if we would go with the market with the third one too? Yes, 0.5% total loss. What would happen if we would cancel and replace the stop loss of the third trade? We are just following the market at the news event. Just an example. How much would we lose? Just graphically. So if I canceled and replaced all of my orders, the market took me in on the third order and the market stops me out, I would lose how much on my third trade? Exactly, I would lose 0.5% loss, and I would total operation result 1% minus 0.25, not half. We are in the middle of the quadrant. So it's 1% profit from the first order plus the second order minus 0.25% equals to 0.75% profit. Make sense? So here is the question. What do you think? Would it make sense to manage your trade during the news event? Would it be wise to manage? Would it be wise to cancel and replace your profits in the news event? Technical trading too, you know, trends, structures, market wave, uptrend, downtrend, you know, 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 2-hour chart, 4-hour chart daily. Is it wise to manage the trade, or is it wiser to just, you know, have a fixed stop loss and fixed take profit and let's see? Or it would be wiser, well, a beginner trader, you know, we are teaching beginner traders in the first 3 months of their life. Sure, we start having the fixed stop loss and fixed take profit because we are just learning, but if you've been in the market for 1 year plus, you are not a beginner. Number one, you are not a beginner trader anymore. And here is a question for you. Is it wiser to cancel and replace, manage your trade or not? What are the numbers showing us? And everybody, let's finish strong this year. If this is you, and if you say yes, makes sense, then start doing this in 2022. Don't trade in the, everybody, this is my closing sentence for this year in Dukascopy Webinars. Don't trade in 2022 in the same way that you have traded in 2021. Passion, can you repeat please? Closing statement for 2022 Dukascopy Webinars. And see you back in January, everybody. Closing statement. Closing statement from FXPassion for 2021. Don't trade in 2022 in the same way that you have traded in 2021. Get better, everybody. Closing statement. Let's finish strong the year. Dukascopy Webinars. Don't trade in 2000. Too many numbers. Don't trade in 2022 in the same way that you have traded in 2021. Get better. And if you like this session, everybody, give it a thumb up. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you back in 2022, January. Don't bring the same trader into 2022. Okay? Bring somebody else. Bring a better trader in 2022. That being said, everybody, stay strong, enjoy the holidays, see you in 2022. This is FXPassion, wishing you all the best and happiness and health. Okay, thank you for your time.